Hey guys, how you doing? Here we have the Amazfit Active 2, which comes with over 160 different sport modes and up to 10 days of battery life. And all that will only cost you 100 euros. But if you decide to spend an extra 30 euros, you will get the Pro version, which has an NFC payment and a sapphire crystal glass, which I've never seen on a budget smartwatch. Now, I have the normal version of it today, and we will check out everything this watch has to offer, and let's start right away with the specs and the design. Now, the Amazfit Active 2 is only available in one color, and it's this black version with a black 20mm silicone strap, which comes with a quick release feature, and it fits to a wrist size with a maximum size of 19.5 centimeters. The best part of the strap are all of the holes it has. Like this, your skin underneath will get a lot of air, and you're not sweating as much underneath it. The Active 2 has a 1.32-inch AMOLED display with 2.5D tempered glass and anti-fingerprint coating, but like on every smartwatch, you will still see some fingerprints on it. It has a slim stainless steel bezel and a plastic frame, and considering you have a budget smartwatch, the black bezel around the display are rather slim. One of the great things about the 44mm smartwatch is that it only weighs in at 29.5 grams, which is super light. It's even lighter than the Samsung Galaxy Watch from last year, and that makes it a super good smartwatch for your sporty activities. Lastly, you have two buttons on the side. By long pressing the upper one, you will activate the voice assistant, and by pressing the lower one, you will open up your workouts. But once again, both of these buttons are customizable in the system settings, and you can open up other apps with them, like one of your health trackers or your phone feature. Next, let's talk about the battery life, and the Amazfit Active 2 comes with a 270 mAh battery that lasts up to 10 days on normal usage, and even up to 19 days if you toggle on the battery saving mode. Now, on heavy usage, it lasts up to 5 days, which is still great, and even up to 21 hours on continuous GPS tracking, and that's probably one of the best parts. Just the charging time isn't that great, as it takes a full 2 hours for a full charge. As for the smart features, you need to note that you have a built-in mic and a speaker, and like this, you get to use the voice assistant, and you can actually have a little chat with it. You also have a phone feature with which you can decline and answer calls, and also start calls from your watch. And you can either add contacts to your contacts book, or you can just dial a number on the dial pad. Then you have some rather normal features, like you got a voice memo, you have the standard timers and alarms, you can check the air pressure, there's a compass, and a whole lot of watch faces. There are over 400 different watch faces that you can download for free in the Zepp Watch Face store. In here you will have different categories like simplicity, abundant data, customized background, you can use your own picture as a background, freestyle, and many more. Also, if you long press on your watch, you can change the watch face right on your watch. You will get 7 different watch faces by default, but only one of them is customizable, and on this one you can only change one single complication. By the way, if you swipe down on your home display, you will get to your quick panel with your D&D and your sleep mode, brightness settings, and a few more things. Swiping up takes you to your notifications, and basically you get all of the stuff from your smartphone on your smartwatch. And you can also reply to those messages. There are a few quick replies which you can also customize in the app. You can send back emojis, you can type a message on the keyboard, you can use the speak to dictate feature, which is great, and then you have the Zepp Flow replies. These are some smart replies, and they actually work pretty good if you ask me. If you swipe to the side, you will cycle through your different tiles, and you can add more to them if you want to. And there is an apps shortcuts tile, which I would definitely use. This one contains 4 of your apps, and the great thing is that you can switch out those apps for any other. And then you also have one for your workouts, which is pretty good too. And another feature is that you can change the theme style of your apps, and there are 3 different app styles that you can have. You can change the app layout between a list and a grid layout, and on the grid layout, you can long press on any app and then drag it to a new spot. Lastly, you have an always on display mode, and this one will either follow your current watch face style, or you can choose one of the 5 other options that you have. And one of them is once again customizable, even though you can only change the color of it. By the way, if you liked the video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. You will also find a link to the smartwatch down below in the description. So let's finally talk about the health features. And like on every smartwatch, you have a sleep tracker on this watch that tracks your different sleep stages. You get a sleep score, and it also tracks your naps. The bad thing is that if you sleep during the day, it will not recognize it as a sleep and just as a long nap, and then you won't get all of the sleeping data, which is bad. So if you happen to work only night shifts, then this watch will never track your sleep and just the duration of your nap. Then you have a heart rate tracker that will track all day and all night. You see your max and minimum heart rate for the day, and also your different heart rate zones. You have an SpO2 tracker, but this one will only track when you're resting. This watch tracks your HRV status. You have the readiness score, which basically tells you how ready your body is for the day. There's a stress tracker, female cycle tracking. It tracks your wrist temperature. And like always with Amazfit watches, you have the one-tap measurement, which tracks your heart rate, SpO2, stress, and breathing rate at the same time. And for last, you also have the training load feature. So overall, quite a lot of health features for such a cheap smartwatch. Now lastly, we have the activity tracking and the built-in GPS, and let's start with the GPS, and I think this one is pretty good. The accuracy is good at all times, you get straight lines, it gets turns pretty good, and only in the city it's off by a little bit more. So you can definitely work with the GPS. The Amazfit Active 2 also tracks a lot of sport modes. Overall, there are 160 different ones, and you have things like high rocks race, free training, swimming, snowboarding, ball sports, and hula hooping. So really a lot. Then it also automatically starts workouts for you, like running and swimming, and then within your workouts you have many customization options, like there is the virtual pacer, cadence assistant, you have goals and alerts, and you can also customize your workout display, and there are overall 60 different data that you can choose. And guys, there we have it. So I guess I will see you in the next one. Peace.